Sentient Sessions, court back in session. I have a message for you. Are you ready for it? Hi, how are you feeling? I'm feeling very grateful, and I had to come. I'll just explain what happened, and then I'm gonna get into readings. But I do have to say I'm very thankful to you, Celeste, because you sent me a donation, and I feel very blessed, and it feels very inspiring because I ain't gonna lie, like when things shift for me, I feel like I'm in a little bit of a slump. And it also came at a time of like a message for me to get up and do this and like get on camera and share my messages, because in this period of my life I do have a lot to share, but you know what I'm saying, I just feel so consumed by the material world that like you sending me money was like really confirmation and reassurance. So I do thank you, and I thank you for being here. And if there's others like you who are like consistently here, I am so grateful for y'all, and I really do thank God for y'all, and I wish y'all so much blessings. Like you were like an angel in that moment. I really thank you, and it inspired me to come do a reading because I wasn't gonna be able to go the whole day without doing a reading after that. That's how I feel. Cause like it's like, okay, like let's I feel replenished. Like I know it was just money, but it just feels like energy given to me. And I'm really grateful. So I don't know what cards I want to start with. I already grabbed these cards, so I'm gonna do it. I'm grabbing the Spiritual Awakening deck. Okay. So we have the law of non-attachment and the law of pure potential. The law of non-attachment: let go, release, and allow miracles. I've been really, a lot of my lessons lately has been around detachment. Like we be so caught up in our own plans that we don't understand just how much be out of our control. And when we set goals, we have to detach from the outcome. Or when we do things, we have to detach from the outcome. It makes it easier for new things to come in and for us to receive. Detachment opens up the doors for receiving, especially if you hold something if you hold on to something in your life that is no longer serving you, it kind of like restricts the flow of things. It doesn't allow things to move. You're using a lot of energy. And that's where I kept getting the overworking yourself card, because you use a lot of energy. A lot of energy. Okay. A lot of energy when you want to maintain your mental somewhere you don't want to be. So then we have the law of pure potential. Open your mind to all possibilities and allow yourself to receive everything. Oh my God. Okay. Like, Spirit, I'm telling you, you was really a part of the lesson today. You was a part of the message today. And I really thank you. So the law of non-attachment: release, let go, release, and allow miracles. I'll read that first. I am caffeinated. When I am stressed out, the comfort eating be hitting. You know what I'm saying? I be comfort eating. I be a lot more stressed out than I let on, but I just took me some ashwagandha. 30 minutes from now, I'm gonna be calm as fuck. Next couple of readings, I'm gonna be in a good ass space. Yes, I will. So the law of non-attachment: let go, release, and allow miracles. This universal law is set into motion the moment This universal law is set into motion the moment you attach a positive or negative meaning to anything that occurs or does not occur, which is the belief that the physical realm is more powerful than the creative power within. To have anything in life, you must free yourself mentally from attachment to it. Nothing in the physical realm is permanent, and is only the mental equivalent of what is going on within consciousness. Becoming neutral and equanimous is the key to directing this law. Awaken the oracle within. Discord might be knocking at your door, By drawing this card, your higher self desires for you to heal and awaken, remembering who you are. At the core of who you are is pure goodness, eternal kindness, and an eternal givingness to life. The universe is reminding you that you do not work for the higher good. You will take, if you do not work for the higher good, highest good, you will take away from, damn, fuck. If you do not work for the highest good, you will take away your divine powers, experiencing feeling disempowered. There is loving energy in the universe, and you get to direct it because you are it. So, yes. And then journal in action is take inventory of where you are making negative meaning around people, places, and things. What is the impact of making things wrong, divided, or negative? So yeah, it does take and me and my friend was talking about this earlier too. It takes a lot of energy to convince yourself you're okay somewhere that you are not. Like when I was at that job every day, I had to convince myself that I was okay because I was focused on making sure that my rent is paid. Like I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna sit there and down talk an environment that I'm at when I need to make sure that my rent is paid. But it wasn't good to me, and I couldn't hide that. Like also you gotta take account of the things that make you feel or think more negative thoughts, because those are things that you need to shift out of or things you need to move away from. And again, when you create a plan, you can't attach to the outcome or how that plan plays out. And that is a constant theme in my life. Anytime I've created a plan, it always played out not in a way that I expect, but better than expected. um depending, it all moves you in the right direction. You just have to allow it to happen how it's supposed to happen. But yeah yeah, we apply meaning. You can choose to be grateful for something that happens, or you could choose to sink into despair about it. And this is not to shame you for being in despair at times, because sometimes we need those negative emotions. You get what I'm saying? We need those to be able to transmute it. We have to be aware of what makes us feel negative in order to transmute it and work on it and work through it. So the law of pure potential. So the law of pure potential, open your mind to all possibilities and allow yourself to receive everything. Alchemizing really allows you to see the blessing in all things. Like it allows you to see just how many doors are opening up by the ending of something. Something must end for something to begin. And when you feel death, you feel grief, right? But through grief, we grow around it. And it expands our perception because now we have to think of a life outside of the thing that we knew, or the thing that we became attached to. Where's it? Where's it? Where's it? Where's it? Oh, that's the first card in the deck. That's crazy. Okay. The law of pure potential is the first card of the deck. The law of pure potential. Open your mind to all possibilities and allow yourself to receive everything. At the core of you is infinite consciousness, the connection between your individual consciousness and your cosmic consciousness. There is an unending divine source within. All energy is pure potential until it is observed and informed. Your beliefs set the limit of the demonstration of principle, which of itself is without limit. It is ready to fill everything because it is infinite. Your ability to have abundance is entirely a question of your own receptivity to this universal intelligence. Receptivity. It's a hard word because it's hard to receive. It really is. But you open up to it when you let go. You do. When you let go. You may be experiencing feeling stuck in an area of your life. However, the same energy that bounds you can set you free. By drawing this card, your higher self desires for you to have a breakthrough. Any current undesired, ooh, baby. Any current undesired situation is the universe's brilliant way of creating a breakdown for you to awaken to your abundant nature. Begin to shift your energy by giving gratitude to any situation where you are experiencing resistance, seeing it as a blessing in disguise. Next, go within and listen to what your heart truly wants. This card comes forward as a sign for you to of all the way, let go of the way you have been doing things. Open your mind to possibilities. There are unlimited ways of creating your dreams. Yeah, if you see yourself constantly, experiencing resistance in a certain plan, you do have to release and allow it to flow how it's supposed to flow. Because it's not that you can't have what it is that you desire. It's not that you can't create that life that you want for yourself. It just means you have your own plan of least resistance, and how somebody else goes about it is not how you're supposed to go about it. But you have to go through it, and the lessons that you learn is what helps you sustain it. So that's like essentially alchemy, you know what I'm saying? You give great gratitude for the things that you're experiencing, and it allows you to open up to new. And it seems like before you're really aware of what's happening, it seems scary, like it seems like pointless, but it works the more you shift your energy towards it. I just got a video recommendation. uh that was okay, hold on. Anyways, so the more that you shift your mind towards it, what was I saying? No, not a distraction. Damn. It's meant to redirect this thought. That's what I'm going to call it. It was a redirection of thought. But what I want to say is, like, the more that you train your mind to be grateful in situations that, that would typically send you into despair, it's like you build this type of like mental strength that puts you in a position where you're continuously alchemizing the things that you do not enjoy and making yourself better, I would say. It's not a bypassing thing. There's moments I see myself bypassing. Like, bypassing would be, again, if I'm in a really negative situation, I keep having to convince myself it's better than it is. But that energy that I poured into it, like, I have to acknowledge what I feel and what I want. But the energy of me pouring gratitude even into that thing that is making me upset is what allows me to move forward to something even better. So you don't bypass. It's not about bypassing. It's not about pretending things are okay when it's not. Pretending that you're not feeling the stress and the strain. It's about understanding that this is happening for a reason. This stress and the strain that you're feeling right now. So yeah, let's see what cards we about to pull. I'm about to pull my regular cards. And I got the time and the energy to do longer readings. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful, grateful, grateful. I had to take a day. Okay, I'm gonna pull this card. What do you truly want came out. Then we got Aries. Okay. Then we got person of sign. Then we got real codependent. Okay. Okay. A teachable moment. Magical occurrences, miracles. Mental health needs attention. So we're going to follow the same theme of letting go. Of letting go and allowing in. Get to manifesting. Yup. We're going to go with the same theme of gratitude. You're the one projecting. Yes, you're creating your reality actively. Remember, that is the one form of control that you do have. We controlling beings, but we controlling the wrong things. We try to control things outside of ourselves, and that never works out. It never works out. The only thing that you can do is train your mind. Learn how to control your mind. And there's obstacles. Again, when I say, like, I talk about mental illness, I deal with anxiety. Like, it's a real illness sometimes. It really impacts my life sometimes. And when it comes to like anxiety, I have had to learn how to how to cope and work through the things that make me feel extremely anxious. You get what I'm saying? I had to make changes in order to make my life more comfortable for me, because anxiety was essentially, anxiety warns me. You know, if I'm feeling anxious about an area, a space, if I feel anxious about a place, it's means for me to go within and understand why am I feeling so anxious about it, than trying to put a band-aid on the anxiety and pretend it's not there. No, it's there for a reason. It's a hypersensitivity, in my opinion. Now I see it as a hypersensitivity. If I'm ever feeling very anxious, of course I'm going to go through the motions of calming myself down. And that's why, again, I took ashwagandha today. I'm going to go through the motions of calming myself down, but I also have to acknowledge that something is making me anxious, because it is. And I would apply that same logic again. I'm not, a trained profession. I'm not a trained professional, but I feel like with any addiction, you have to really look. Addiction is an illness, but I didn't mean to say addiction, any illness. But yeah, with anything, you have to understand like what it really means. Like, I know there's people, when they're in really stressful situations, or if someone is really triggering them, then they split, or they have a intense rage. That is something that I feel like your body develops to protect yourself, even down to narcissism. People become narcissists to protect themselves from something deeply triggering or traumatic that's happened to them. But I can't speak on how someone could like really maneuver that. But it's an understanding of like the illnesses that we deal with are there to protect us, or are there because our mind feels the need to protect itself. So learn your mind. Learn how your mind works, your individual mind. Like, learn how your mind works and learn what works best for your mind. Because what works best for your mind doesn't work best for another person's mind. We're all different people. Some, like, I didn't have good experiences with antidepressants or anti-anxiety medication, but that might work for somebody else. I can't go, hey, holistically, this will work better for you if you know what works better for you. I can only say, hey, try other things or something like that. But you have to do the thing that works best for you, and also go within to understand where a lot of these like anxieties stem from, or when these things began, or it's a journey. Some people require therapy, some people find more solace in, even though I'm not gonna like fully recommend that, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm someone who entered this like spiritual journey. I took a different turn, but hell, whatever. So I'm someone who entered this spiritual journey because of my dealings with like mental health and the mental health institution. It didn't do nothing for me. It didn't help me nothing. I didn't heal until I started addressing things. And I feel like if I went about it with a different therapist, I probably would have had a different experience. But the therapist I had was yelling at me at some point. So um I had to learn how to go within, and I had to learn how to seek healing in ways that serve me. And a lot of I still interact with therapists and the science of psychology. I do that in ways that feel safer to me. And um yeah, I want to know what my mind works like. I want to know the things that I need to work on. I want to know how to balance and how to not, I feel like a lot of us with self help too, we get really obsessive about healing. And healing doesn't mean being this perfect person. There's no such thing as perfection. I didn't really truly embrace the work until I started accepting myself and the things that I didn't like. I finally got to this place where I accept that I be anxious. I do deal with anxiety. I do. I had to accept that. But it also stems from a lot of things that I had to address over the years as well. And now it's at a place where I feel like it's manageable. I had a lot of coping mechanisms to heal from. I had a lot of like, I get myself in situations when I'm anxious. I know my triggers and I know the cues that it's time to start like really getting myself together again. Um, yeah. So that's something that I definitely want to express. And I say that to say I'm not like like listen, you gotta do what you gotta do for you. Like get a therapist if you need it. Um Someone you know in your feelings, slow down a little bit. Or just start working on it however you see fit, because I know when we have like really terrible, like again, I'm a person who's had a bad therapy or psychiatry experiences. Sometimes okay, here's my little thoughts. Sometimes because a lot of these systems are only meant, you have to look for people with well intent. You know, a lot of these systems are meant to get you back into being a productive human being. So you need to look for, you have to have a plan when you enter a lot of these like spaces too. Now, for me, if I look for a therapist now, is to express things around it's honestly for the productivity means. Like yes, I have to maintain a job, so I would talk to a therapist about the ways that working environments make me anxious, and the things that I would love to complain about that I try not to complain about because I don't want to create, you know, more situations around my complaints. So that's my main reason why I would get a therapist. Like yes, let me complain, or that's a safe space where I'm intentionally going to vent out my complaints so that I don't create situations around those complaints. So I think of it like that. You have to have a plan when you're going, but it also takes a level of knowing yourself. But when you are in a position where you need to do something, especially towards your health that benefits you. Okay. That's SpongeBob. Is it like? Do you feel like? How do you like? Is it scary? Like remember that scene? Healing is scary. Oh wow. I'm getting a lot of like recommendations from readers. Someone's doing like a reading special. I would definitely do more readings. Are you shitting me? I would. I love doing readings. There's nothing I love more. She's in, the person who just popped up is evolving spiritually. She calls herself an intuitive therapist. And she really, her videos really do be going within. Like, I really do fucks with it. And yeah, I feel like, yes, there are alternative means to getting things done, but you have to be aware of yourself as you aim for these things. You know what I'm saying? Because your mental health is a vulnerable thing. And you need to take caution with like how you rectify that. You're worrying too much, overthinking. I'm talking to somebody with anxiety. I'm talking to somebody who also has anxiety. I'm good at talking about anxiety because I've learned how to self-help with anxiety. Like really, I feel really good at it. I'm not gonna lie. I could have really, things be happening to me. I just be chilling because it's a thing with faith, you know. So yeah, I've learned that overreacting really leads to more situations than you would enjoy. I've learned that the hard way. Like I've overreacted to things, or I've I've reacted to things that made me anxious, like thinking, cuz my mind and the experiences that I've had make me catastrophize. Like I believe like the absolute worst thing is going to happen. So sometimes my reactions be so extreme. Like I'm preparing for the absolute worst. And I've learned to just relax. It really, for me, also took a lot of not caring about people's perception to things, because usually it involved other people. Me catastrophizing like that, and usually is when it involves other people. So I get really, when things could just, it is like, I could make solutions that, while not comfortable, would serve me and the situation much better. The star came out. There's other cards that came out, but I'm gonna leave them. Hold on. Okay, so let's get to these cards. What do you truly want, Aries? Person to sign. Is there an Aries here? What do you truly want, Aries? What do you truly want? What is these other sides? What do you truly want, Pisces? What do you truly want, Aquarius? What do you want? Okay, so what do you truly want, Aries? Person of sign. Real codependent. If you hold on, you'll cause resistance. A teachable moment, wishing evil. Magical occurrences, miracles. And then we got the King of Cups reverse. What do you truly want? Real codependent. If you hold on, you'll cause resistance. Something I was thinking about the other day, well, I'm feeling it, is that sometimes it's like, sometimes I can really feel when like I feel when energetically people are pulling on me. Like if someone's like really pulling on my energy, like wanting me, like, damn, I'm thinking of a meme that I saw, like, sometimes people want to see you grow as long as you're not growing, or like people don't like growth if it means you're going to grow more than them or past them or grow out of them. So sometimes that energy, what are they doing? That's what I'm hearing. What do you truly want? If you hold on, you cause resistance. Real codependent. Aries, a teachable moment. Like, there may be something you want to work towards that means that you will outgrow something, or that you're going to leave something, or you have to leave something. And if it's involving other people, that may make you a lot more anxious than the message is coming together. That may make you anxious if you have to leave people, or if you have to make a choice that serves you better. It makes you feel like a King of Cups reverse, like a bad person. But it's selfish for you to have to stay for somebody else's goals, or for, like, it's more selfish for you to have to stay somewhere to serve other people's goals than for you to choose yourself. Because at the end of the day, those you staying those places require you to shrink and not really meet your potential, the law of pure potential. Like, sometimes those things require you to not meet. You have a divine gift that wants to be shared, and you need to make sure that you're safe enough to share it. You have to make sure that you have the energy to share it. You have to make sure that you choose your path and your purpose, and that's hard. It is hard, but it's necessary. We get comfortable, or if people get comfortable with us, we feel it, like, and it makes it harder for us to detach. But detachment is important for things to come in and for us to receive and for us to really follow our path. So, like, magical occurrences, yeah. Something magical may have happened, or maybe due to happen. Something really good. Something good and very good. That's something that has been on my mind. And it was good and very good. And it was good and very good. Was that Genesis? I think it's Genesis. And it was good and very good. And it was good and very good. I'm going to look that up. And I'm going to look it up before the next reading. And it was good and very good. Mental health needs attention. Communicate your feelings. Get to manifesting. You're worrying too much, overthinking. You're the one projecting. And then we have the Page of Cups reversed. You have the ability to make something new happen. Don't limit your ability for the sake of protecting others, or protecting others' goals, their dreams, their ambitions, things like that. I feel like, yes, with partnership, it is essential to care about other people's goals, dreams, and ambitions. I'm thinking about a dream I had. Hold on. I had a dream where, like, I kept trying to deal with this man. And he's in my childhood bedroom, and there was roaches, like big ass roaches. I was so nervous because I was like, damn, I have to tell my mom I brought roaches here. I had to tell my mom that I brought roaches. That's something to work through. If you hold on, you cause resistance, because it was like a barrier. The roaches was a barrier, and it took me back to a certain circumstance that's in, which is what makes you more likely to not allow yourself to shift into something new. You know, like you hold on to something old and you don't allow for something new to come in. You hold on to you try to appease other people in certain circumstances. You don't allow new to come in. Oh, I had to journal about that because that's a little separate something, but it just hit me. It's like, oh my God, like, oh, oh. But yeah, mental health needs attention. Communicate your feelings, get to manifesting. You're worrying too much, overthinking. You're the one projecting. Like, you are actively creating your life. It's under magical occurrences, miracles. You're creating, you're co creating. And you need to focus your mind. Don't allow things in your mind that don't serve you. Like, of course, you have to acknowledge when something is negative in order to make something new. But don't dwell on the negativity. Don't dwell on it. Page of Cups reversed. And I'm thinking about another dream, which was like, essentially it was like someone like it was confirmation that somebody be watching my like TikTok or my YouTube channel that is honoring spirit, and they just really wanted to know how much money I'm about to make. How much money are you about to make? How much money are you about to make? And I was like dodging the question because I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you that. That's really not your business. And yeah, it was because I know what it meant. Like, my dreams are like shooting at me right now, but yeah, you can't protect the things that's yours. Protect what you're meant to be doing. Protect it. Protect it. Don't people be where you're catastrophizing. You're not you. It's like you intuitively know that people be needing you more than you need them. And then you hold yourself back because you want to protect them, but you're also not in a situation that is serving you. Um, yeah, that, and then that Page of Cups in reverse, like you put yourself into like this, like you be knowing how powerful you are, so you kind of like intuitively shrink it so that you can kind of take care of a situation even though it doesn't serve you, because overall you understand the vulnerabilities of whoever or whatever this is. Mental health needs attention. Boom, 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 boom. Someone you know protects your energy in their feelings. Being judgmental, slow down a little bit. uh if I pull the cards again, I feel like entitled to you might come out. Protect your energy. Being judgmental, like there's the star means that something is going to come in and it's going to be really good for you, or you're working towards something that's really good for you, that is going to open the doors for a lot of new things. You're in a shift yourself. You're transitioning between what you don't want and what you want, and you're having to do the work for that. You're filling in the gaps for that, and the more that you fill in the gaps for that, the more your energy is being like tugged on. Slow down a little bit, but you know whatever it is, you need to let it go, and you need to protect your energy. You may be scared, and it may be triggering a lot of your fears. It may be triggering a lot of your anxieties, because of course you know spirit, like somebody has said this in a video before too, like don't no spiritual bypassing. Like, you have to be held accountable for the things that you do, but like really reclaim your energy and sit in that, so that you understand that you're making a conscious choice. You are a conscious co-creator. Okay, like don't make choices with other people in mind unless you have to. Like if you're a parent, you have to. If you're a partner, you have to, if this person is good for you and it serves you, you have to make choices with other people in mind. You're married, you know, you do that. But if it's a situation that is not any of that and you know is not no good, or you maybe you are married and you really need to separate from this person, like, you got to do what you got to do, even though it's scary. Releasing something, releasing a codependency is scary. Working outside of a certain codependency will always have those situations that make you want to latch on more. Maybe I should, maybe I should, maybe I should, maybe I should. No, like, you got to just keep flowing with it. Got to keep your alchemizing. The situation's allowing you to alchemize. Remember your end goal and allow the plan to change accordingly. So that's Sam Sensei in Sessions. Session adjourned. Please come back.